Hello to you all, welcome to my first content in this YouTube channel. Right now I am drawing an not old character, an original character from old IP in Bleach. Her name is Yoruichi. Many old people like me ship her baby. When drawing this, I want to talk about why I prefer Clip Studio Paint rather than Procreate on iPad. As you can see in the first step on the sketch and line art, I use Procreate. I want to draw all the artwork in Procreate though, but after the line art process, I think I can do it. I can do all the artwork in Procreate, and I choose Clip Studio. Why I do that? It's because when I draw in PC, I use Clip Studio as my main program. So that's it. No, why I choose this? Not just because of I use Clip Studio on my PC. I try other art program before I choose Clip Studio. The first one, I think, when I try digital art, I use Paint Toolsai, and then I moved to Photoshop, but it is too expensive, and because of that I choose an alternative, and I see Clip Studio as the best option out there. And after that I never ever move on. I use Clip Studio all the time in my PC, of course. And then when I bought an iPad, I see many people use Procreate, and I want to try it. I want to use it as my main app. But when I buy Procreate, it is cheap though, just $10. It's so cheap. Depends on Clip Studio who you can pay monthly. It's so crazy, but yeah, it's me who choose the expensive one. Why I choose this CSP rather than Procreate? It's because when I try the first time Procreate, it's feel the brush. The main point of this is the brush. The brush feels so, what it is called, when you if you are artist who use Photoshop, maybe you will feel it. If you choose Photoshop and choose Clip Studio in PC, maybe you can feel it. In Clip Studio, the brush feels so natural. You can use the blending, and the brush feels so light, and when you blend the color in Clip Studio, it feels so nice. In Procreate, the brush feels like Photoshop brush. It didn't blend well. and the line and the brush, original brush on Procreate feels so not so good. In this art, as you can see, I moved to Clip Studio after I do the line art. I choose this is why I choose Clip Studio. The original brush on Clip Studio is so good, especially this one when you do painting. This brush called Paint and Apply. This brush so good because you can use it as a bold brush, and you can use it to blend too. What I mean is when we do hard press on this brush, you can use this as a pen, looks like a pen, but when press it light, the brush can change to blending mode. So you don't have to change the brush all the time. You can use this one and go almost all the way to the artwork. As you can see, when I blend the skin, it looks so nice. I can do bold color in this one, and I can do the texture too. The brush in Procreate feels so maybe if you use painting style in my art, in this art, I use line art first and then coloring it. Maybe if you do painting style, as I know, we don't have to do line art in painting style, and in Procreate, if you use line art, when you do the coloring, you have to the bucket tool is not that good. In Clip Studio, you have so much bucket tool option. You can use it to draw faster because of this bucket tool. Procreate didn't have that. Photoshop didn't have that. Paint tools I didn't have that. Only on Clip Studio. That's why we call it Cheat Studio Paint. That's why it's better. But in iPad, yeah, many people use Procreate. Maybe not because the app is not that good, but the price on iPad for Clip Studio is so. If you don't do art as your main job, this is not recommended because you have to pay it monthly. Procreate is the best option, but if you do art as your main job, you live because of it, Clip Studio is the really good option. You can draw faster, and you can sleep or do anything else after that. What else? The good and bad, I think, on Procreate. The good thing on Procreate, and I make it on my Clip Studio in iPad, is the look. When you use Procreate, it's so simple. the UI so simple. You can see you can draw just like you draw on a paper. There's no much tool in there, and I like that. I just didn't like the brush, and because of that I make my Clip Studio look simple, look like Procreate, and because of that it's so much better. The art look simple, the app looks simple, but the tools is so great. The tools is really great too. You can change Clip Studio if you really want to use this app. You can change Clip Studio workspace. You can see on, I think I see this workspace on YouTube, and I change it the way I like, but I think you can do that if you learn it from the video. I don't have the URL, but maybe I will try to give you in the description what the URL on that video. It's really good for you to make your workspace look simple, especially if you use iPad, a little iPad, like I use iPad Pro 11 inch. If you use 12.9, maybe you don't have to change anything, but if you use 10.9 inch like in iPad Air or iPad Pro 10 inch, or maybe iPad 9 inch, it will look too cramped if you use Clip Studio in the original workspace. You can make it like this, so simple. I will give it in my description. It will look nice and anything. Oh, and you can make your workspace, as you can see in my workspace, I use up there. You can change in comment bar setting. I use the tools I use the most in comment bar setting up there. I use pen, pencil, and the brush I download on Clip Studio asset. Also paint and apply brush. Oh, and I use 4 different bucket tool up there, and 3 different eraser tool, and then I use hue saturation tool, levels, color balance, and what's the other one? I forget that one. Oh, I almost finished the artwork. This is it. We can talk again later. Thank you for watching the video, and this is it. Yoruichi from Bleach. Thank you. Bye bye.